Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna show you how to op on Fracture as Jett. Don't mind the Japanese text, I'm actually learning it right now, so you can call me Weeb. It is what it is, but I'm gonna show you guys how to op on defense. Mainly just on defense. We can go a little bit over how to op on attack, but mostly on defense here. So if you see my coaching videos, you will already know some of what I'm about to show you. But basically, if you're opping here, you should op B-Main or A-Main. And so this is because these are this is where the enemy team spawns right here. So they're gonna come most naturally to these, especially in low rank, so they'll just kind of automatically go there without really thinking about it. You probably do that as well if you're low rank, you'll just automatically come here on attack. So this is the best place for you to op at the start. You can hold it kind of tight like this, because usually it will come either like this. You can continuously like jiggle out like this whenever you do it, so that you can see if there's anyone there. At this point, if you see no one, then they either made it to the left here and they're waiting, but they're probably not if you're in a lower rank, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, you just kind of come in here. Make sure you start with a tight angle here, and you slowly work your way out. You can even just wait if you know they peek this everyone, they hold it with like a vandal, and they're really like one-tapping you. But this should be a free kill. You can dash if you need to, but you probably don't need to if you get the kill. And then, so yeah, now we'll go over to A-Main, and then I'm showing you this second because it's the second place, or first or second place, just kind of up to you. So you just kind of hold it like this. You can hold it as tight as you want, but yeah, you can even come out like this if you want, because as Jett you have your dash, but I would suggest holding it just a little bit tighter. So this is the same idea. You just wait for them to peek at the start of the round. It's pretty simple, pretty free kill. Now we'll go, since we're alternating between sites, I'll go ahead and go to Arcade on B site. You can opt this one from a couple ways. Here you can opt it from up here in tower. So if you're like this, you can just kind of sit here, wait for them to come around, because this is the most common way for them to swing out, is like whenever you're checking, you want to look right here, and then make sure the boxes, and then obviously up here probably first. But yeah, so this is where you're going to be looking up here with the op, and hold it tight again. And careful, they could walk out up here, so you might have to flick. But you can also hold like this. This is probably a little bit better because you actually see farther. You see here with this angle, I can actually, deepest I can see is right here. And over here, the deepest I can see is right here. So you can see there's a pretty big gap between those. So this is pretty good. Just have to worry about getting flashed. But you know, that's perfectly fine to op. It's just like people are less likely to go there than they are to go here or here off the start of the round. So, but if you know they go arcade every round, then you know, go for it. So you can also op dish. I would highly advise you to not op dish. This is really bad, honestly. Actually, it's not really bad. It's just kind of, I don't know. Like you can go. This is fine. It's just don't op here too often unless they are for some reason going dish every round. This is just weird, but you're most likely not gonna get any kills if you play here every round. So play toward the other three areas, and then if they're coming over here a lot for some reason, you just play there. So as far as more passive op spots, those are the spots you should go for initially. But say we'll go ahead and go back to B. So say for example, you're opping B-Main, and then you either miss a shot or you get a kill, but you take a lot of damage. You're gonna want to fall back. So from this point, say you get the kill. Now you obviously don't want to repeak. That's not something you should do. If you know there's more, you can repeak in some scenarios, like if it's a 1v2 or just like something v2, you kill one. You can kind of like don't repeak all the way out here because she's gonna be like holding it since you just killed his teammate. But from this point, you can walk back. I would play like this. This is a really good place to op from. So be careful over here. Hopefully your teammate has that or something. You can also op right here because this is a really good angle, straight angle. This sees a little bit deeper than this does. And also from here you can fall back and you can op this angle right here. You can hold it like this, just obviously, you know, you're kind of vulnerable here. But if, for example, you have a teammate like back here watching this, then this is really good to do. So you have full control of A site still if they're splitting it. So there's that. I'll go over to A-Main now. Show you some more passive spots you can play on defense. So if you are opping here, which I would always suggest, on A site, you get the kill, you can run it back. You can go up here and op like this, and then if they're coming out door, you can op like this, but you have to be careful of over here as well. So, another thing you do is rotate all the way through. I wouldn't run this way. I'd run like all the way through here, like this, and just come up here. And often someone will come through door, or they'll open it. And if they open it, you can do that. But I would suggest playing on top site most often up here, because this is gonna allow you to anchor site most effectively. So if you run back, you can just sit here and wait. Because if you go over there, you're kind of like outside of sight, and they can just take sight for more freely. So now we go back to arcade, since we're just doing the same alternating pattern. Hope I'm not going too fast. Just gonna fit everything in here. So if you start here and you shoot, the best thing you can do is come over here and see if they're coming up. It kind of also depends on where your teammate is, obviously, but alternating between here and here is really good. If you're gonna up from up here, you're giving away this advantage of seeing deeper. But if you up here, you can more quickly rotate over to here and op this angle right here. You can also go all the way out like this, and hopefully not dash into the wall. If you're opping right here, you take the first shot. You can see if they're over here. You can also come all the way back here and op like this, or you can come all the way through canteen and then come to this spot if you have a teammate on site, and then help hold arcade from here, or you can just stay over there, honestly. But now I'll go dish. So again, if you are upping dish for some reason, you take the initial shot up here. I wouldn't go that side because this side's a little more beneficial for you. You should be careful though when you peek. So you can take the shot. There's 2 dish. The world's ending, so be careful. Then you can come here, hold like this for main, or you can hold this if they're coming out, and you can hold the rope to make sure no one can get into your spawn and kill your teammates. But probably right here is where you're gonna hold, since this is where the most commonly come from. So yeah, those are all that's all the ways you can play defense with op for the most part. You can probably you can op from here, obviously. Oh, I'll talk about attack, I guess, real quick, since it's already a pretty short video. So again, the 2 most common spots you op are gonna be here and A-Main. So here, if you expect the enemy team to be opping, then you have to be very careful. So if you have a teammate that has flashes, you can do that. You can also throw a smoke if you're Jett. Oh, don't dash. Just throw the smoke, and you can come out like this. And then if you're still in the smoke, that's free. You can also just like slowly jiggle out here, because if you remember what you can see whenever you're holding this, this matters. So like, you know, they can see the box here. So like right here is like the first thing that they can see if they're holding really tight. So, and obviously if they're not holding really tight, you'll see them here. So you just kind of, you can also shoot through this corner. If you see like an arm or like the barrel of the op, so you can do that. From here, it's just all about waiting for them to peek you from like here, and then you can even peek a little bit farther over here. See if they peek. You don't want to dash on a site, and that's all you have to do. I'm just gonna show you everything you should look at for each site. It's the same principle. You don't want to push with the op unless you get a kill. First thing here is right here. This box, and a lot of times this will be flashed as well, so be careful. You can also flash this door. This is a little more dangerous. You can't throw like a smoke. Take a shot there. Usually I might find someone like here. Careful behind this box. And if you don't find anyone, just kind of roughed up here. So we can talk about arcade. Arcade's honestly pretty fun to op from. On attack, I love going arcade on attack. It's my favorite thing to do. So it's like this here, and you can just wait, and then expect them to be behind the box. If you don't see them here, if you just wait for a few seconds, you can just here. Because what actually happens is they'll shift walk down the rope, and then they'll hide behind the box if they're good. So like this, you just kind of wait. Again, you're just kind of waiting for them to peek you. So that's all. Those are the things you want to look at there. If you want to aggress more, have a teammate with you. If you want to push, please don't go dish with an op. This is just a nightmare. Nobody really plays here, honestly. You can just go walk up here for free, but in the off chance that someone is actually playing here, it's very hard because you have to go like this. And if you're not quick with your aim, this is like, or you can just run up with while like no scoping and look at the middle and just try to like flick to them, but it's just not good. I guess if you do get over here, it's the same as defending. You can see if you can find anyone, especially if you can shift walk all the way up, but I would again suggest coming here on attack or defense with an op, but that's on you if you want to do that. So yeah, that's I mean I guess everything. Hope you guys didn't mind my Japanese voice lines, but yeah. So yeah, I'll leave the Discord server in the description if you guys want to get coaching or just get notifications for my YouTube videos. You can also just subscribe, or you can interact with me directly in the Discord server. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment.